Greetings metal community, it's Roger back with another video. This time it's black metal and death metal as promised. We're starting off with Königreichssaal, which means Kingdom's Hall or something. Psalmen'O'Delirium. And you know, it's not my camera, it's kind of like a 3D effect on the letters there, so kind of disturbing to watch, but Polish black metal. But first, when I heard this band, I thought they were French, because they have that kind of decadent style that the French bands have, a little bit wild and a little bit unorthodox style of playing. This is fucking killer. Fucking love this album, and the vocals are fantastic. He has a very big kind of variety of his vocal styles. Fits the music very well. You get fast stuff, you get slower stuff here, you get kind of, as in the background now, more almost clean vocals with some whispering vocals. But yeah, the vocalist here is fucking phenomenal, and yeah, it's been a long time since I've been really kind of what a vocalist in black metal. But he kind of masters all that he does here. But also the music is great. It's raw, but it's not primitive. The production is pretty good, I would say. Like, not super clean, but the right for this music. As I said, yeah, and these are out on the Gods of War production. So if you haven't heard this band, go and check it out. I will link it up below. I highly recommend you to do so with this album, Königreichssaal. So yeah, from Poland, sounds German, but yeah, really good album. So will be high on my black metal list for this year. Got a gift from a good friend of mine. This is the new Necroracle. Arcane, Impious, Sorceries. Sorry for butchering that name, but it's kind of Necro and Oracle in the same word, so it's kind of a little bit tongue twister for me. Very cool inner. It's also, of course, on black vinyl. This is out on Triangulum Ignis Records. Get that. Cool stuff. This is more death metal, black and death metal, I would say. It is musically more black metal, but the guitar tone is pretty heavy, and also the vocals are more towards the death side of stuff. Just a killer album, really. Apart from the first track on side B, which is an ambient stuff, I don't like ambient music. You know that, and when you have like 4 or 5 minutes with what I call noise, whatever, it doesn't set me in any mood other than, you know, get on with it. So, but that's just me. I can skip it when I put on the album, but it's, for me, it's annoying. But apart from that, really, really good stuff if you're liking that more heavier black metal side, black and death. I would say it's more black metal in the music and in the kind of setting feeling of the album, whilst the vocals and the guitar tone are more towards death metal. But yeah, great stuff. So if you haven't heard this band, go and check them out. Links will be below as always. Another Polish band that are not new to me, but I haven't picked up Upon the Altar before. This is Descendants of Evil. Did I say Poland? Yeah, I probably did. This is more towards... I get a little bit Portal here, mostly in the guitar sound. It's not as murky and like compact as Portal, but there's something with the guitar tone that and some of the riffs and feelings here. Again, it is kind of a very blackened or heavy blackened album. It's not, I wouldn't call it death metal, but there are a lot of death metal elements here in both the heaviness and but the vocals here are more kind of a hissing, whispering. It's pretty low in the mix and really cool. Makes it kind of a more of a evil feel to the album. As I said, it is not as heavy in the guitars as Portal, but you have the same kind of. But it's cleaner than Portal, but still pretty raw. Really cool guitar tone. I really liked the guitar tone on this. I haven't heard it this enough, but I do like this kind of more of a suffocating style of black metal as well. So very cool cover indeed. So go on to Gods of War production and order yourself a copy, or somewhere else if you like it. Go and check the link below, and yeah, I just think this artwork is great as well. So as I said, I need to listen to this more, but I'm really liking what I'm hearing here, and again, you know, it's a very nice balanced album when it comes to nothing popping up or destroying it for me. So it's a really good and interesting listening. It doesn't sound like a lot of other bands, but yeah. Next one is an old one. This is Poisonous from Brazil, but Perdition's Den. I think this came out in 2010. I've been looking for a copy, but yeah, Gods of War had it when I ordered the other stuff, so I picked it up. It was originally released on vinyl for Blood Harvest, but several other labels have released CDs and tapes by this. I really do like the two last EPs. Descending Pillars from 22 or 23 was excellent, but too short, you know, 30 minutes or something like that. Also I had was that 21, another EP that was great. So I hope they get a new album out soon, because this is South American old school sounding death metal. Get a little bit, yeah, I don't know where to put them really, but you can hear a lot of the old. I do get some Morgoth here really, especially one song that has a very Morgothy riff. But yeah, if you like old school death metal and haven't heard these guys, go and check it out. Especially the newer EPs, they are very good. Then we have the new Cryptic Hatred album, Internal Torment. These Finnish young guys. But look at that picture. I mean, look like a fucking boy band. It's out on Time to Kill Records. But I mean, guys, come on. I really don't care what people are wearing, but that photo there is fucking misleading. Whatever. Get it out of my system. I think it was black vinyl. Yeah, with cool center labels. I need to get a polylined inner for this one, but I didn't have any more left. So yeah, do prefer the previous album over this. I think this is kind of a little bit. Maybe they cleaned it up a little bit too much. I feel that some of the energy is lost from the previous one. Still very good album. I mean, the previous one was, you know, top notch, but it's a step down. But I still think it's a great album. It's just like slightly disappointed, and maybe it was the photo inside that, you know, threw me off. It wasn't, because I didn't see that until I heard this album 4 or 5 times. So. Yeah, it's much of the same, but it's a little bit more cleaner. It's a little bit more kind of structured in a way. It's a little bit more controlled, and I really like the energy that I had on the previous one. But you know, people get better at playing, and maybe they have used more time in studio as well. I don't know, but still a great album. I mean, if you like the first one, you should definitely go and check out this as well. You know, it's just a slightly step down for me, and therefore slightly disappointed, but still great album. Won't be on my top 10 this year, I'm pretty sure, but do go and listen to it, because it is good death metal. Last vinyl, I do have some CDs as well to show you. It's another new one. It's the Intolerance with Waking Nightmares of an Endless Void. Another Spanish band. Yeah, I didn't say that, but Necroracle is also Spanish. But yeah, so there was a good Spanish and Polish video, this one. Great old school sounding death metal. I would put, I mean, there's some old death here, there's some old Asphyx, there's some old Morgoth here as well. Mostly in the vocals. Vocals are a little bit more towards Mark Greves, but he doesn't copying, it's just in that vein. It's a very kind of a little bit unique vocals on here, so that's cool. You know, it's not a kind of a deep, juicy death vocals. He's kind of yeah, I don't know how to describe it, but he's not sounding like everybody else, that's for sure. So that is cool, kind of a cool cover as well. And also the backside there, out on Gods of War production once again. You know, I ordered some stuff there from, you know, yeah, so if you like old school death metal, this is really good stuff. I have followed this band for a while. You know, the previous release was an EP, I think, that was very good. So they kind of continue in that line. So if you like the previous material from this band, you should definitely go and check out this album as well, because it is good quality death metal. Just the logo on the inner, which is cool, and of course black vinyl. Yeah, just a little note: if you go to Gods of War, some of the vinyls are dirty, so you might have to wash them. I've had the issue before with this. I think the printer that they use are kind of a little bit sloppy, so do check your vinyl. I had to clean my vinyls. Normally I don't clean new vinyls because they are as often pretty clean, but this one had, like, you know, fingerprints and stuff on it, which annoys me, but it's not the label's fault, it is just the pressing plant that sometimes get a little bit sloppy. So but yeah, it's just a heads up if you buy stuff from Gods of War, and do go and check the vinyl properly before you play it and clean it. So yeah, the next 4 CDs I picked up through Morbid Chapel in Poland, because I was looking for this Blood Oath EP. Blood Oath is a Chilean death thrash outfit. Should have pulled out their newest one, which is fucking awesome. So this is more kind of early death metal, you know, kind of proto-death, like shifting between thrash and death. I would say this is more thrash than death, but yeah, really good band. Do go and check out their latest album, because that's a fucking banger, and I'm very happy with this as well, but it's not close to the new one, which is a top-notch death thrash album. But you know, the Chilean metal scene is awesome. I also picked up, you know, two CDs that he had from Awakening. This is Scabbard from Czechia. I mean, the demos and stuff like that is pretty basic, straightforward. Nothing, you know, fantastic about it. Cool to have. I do have the previous or the kind of 95 album. That was the only one I had from these guys. This is the album from 99, I think. And they also kind of made new covers. This is the new cover, this is the old cover, so I'm kind of glad that they kind of did better covers. This is the CD. Awakening Records do a lot of cool reissues. This is very solid death metal. I do prefer the 95 album over this, but yeah, it's way better than the demo. So go and check out Scabbard if you haven't. And last, I picked up the Dipygus album. yeah, kind of disappointed on this one compared to the other Dipygus or Dipygus album that I have. A little bit too weird for my taste. Kind of, I might click with me, but I mean, as for now, I'm kind of a little bit on the fence with this one. But out on Memento Mori 2024. Yeah, definitely my least favorite Dipygus album. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just a little bit too weird, too much, yeah, stuff that's disturbing me. And also I think the production is a little bit soft on this one as well. But it might change. As I said, I haven't listened too much to it because I was kind of a little bit disappointed. I wasn't planning on picking it up actually because what I've heard on internet, but you know, it is a good death metal album. It's just not as good as they have been on their previous material, in my opinion. So yeah, that was the stuff that I had to show you. Go and check out Königreichssaal and get you one copy of this awesome album. Thanks again, as always, for watching, subscribing, and commenting. You guys rule, and I'm gonna play a little bit more. Wie Schost.